Hi, I want to give an overview here of the website. In this particular class here, we have the Law of Success course. Here you'll find essential resources such as the syllabus, the different video lectures, including this one, the original textbook, and then a textbook in an edited form. Basically just changed the layout of it, didn't really change any of the meaning behind the text. And we have a quiz and then assignments. And also, it's not on here, and I'm not going to go to the website, but we have here some links to Quizlet. And these are important links to utilize because Quizlet is really cool in that you can really test your knowledge, and it'll create quizzes for you based on these different flashcards and all kinds of cool stuff. And you can have the flashcards read aloud and really awesome ways to test your knowledge of the different definitions in the course. And it'll help you prepare for the quiz as well. And then over here we have a discussion forum, and in the syllabus there's certain assignments in there that need to be posted to the discussion forum. And everything in here that you see is stuff that I'm doing as well. So I'm not teaching this and just creating these, and this is something I'm actually doing. So I'm doing the quiz, I'm reading the book, I'm listening to the audio lecture and the audiobook and everything else with that. And you'll see me on the discussion forum as well here and there. And now I'm just going to run through some of the assignments that we have. First one is this Law of Success quiz. So this is, it says, closed book, no notes, and then if you cheat, you lose. And that's just kind of a way of life, right? And here we have, I've kind of thought this before, there's really no cheating God. and, uh, and so we have write out the 15 laws of success in the correct order from memory. And I'm not, let me clarify. So when I say there's no cheating God, it's in this Law of Success quiz, you'll see that in this textbook, there's some references to the Bible, and I think that Napoleon Hill would back me up on this, in that there's really, if you were to cheat, then you might win, in a board game, you might win if you cheat, if you steal all the Monopoly money without your friends knowing, but do you really win the ultimate game of life? And if you cheat at the game of life, do you really win in life? Do you really win? Enough of this. So, if you don't, write out the 15 laws of success in the correct order from memory. Right, so each particular law, I want this written out in correct order. And chances are that if you're like me, the first time you took it, I maybe knew the first law. And that was it. But memorizing the laws is important because you'll get a firm understanding of the laws, and you'll be able to, if you have them memorized, you'll be able to recall them at any time in which the scenario needs a particular law. So since I have all 15 of these laws memorized now, I am able to remember if I'm being intolerant, or remember, oh, that's law 14. Try and be more, and then I'll think about, okay, well, what's the definition of law 14, intolerance? And for me, it was not think that, not try and be frustrated or upset with anyone just because they're not thinking the way that I'm used to thinking. Stuff like that. Being more tolerant of other people's opinions and viewpoints and their way of looking at the world. And being accepting and tolerant of that. It doesn't mean, we have to agree with everything, but just saying, oh, okay, that's the way they want to see the world, then I just need to be tolerant of it and respect them, and I don't necessarily have to respect the way that they're looking at things, but I can still respect them as a whole person. Okay? And so that's the Law of Success quiz. Next we have your definite chief aim in life. And so this is a worksheet provided on the website where you'll and the website links and everything are in the information section right below this video if you need to access them. So yeah, this is where you can create your definite chief aim, and you want it, accomplished when, and why you want to actualize it, and how you'll go about actualizing your definite chief aim. And that is with the WWWH formula: what, when, why, and how. And I myself had 3 or 4 different definite chief aims. So it's not like you need to just have one. Also, you can update this as necessary. Like Napoleon Hill, when he went to free that one guy that was in jail who had created those helpful teaching courses for everybody, he created a new definite chief aim for what his goal was. And he backed that up with everything else that he went and he got it done, I think, in like a day or something. And he was very determined to do that. So that was, the point of that is that we can update our definite chief aims as necessary, create new ones as necessary, and fill out this worksheet as necessary. Say you accomplish one of your definite chief aims that you made, well, there's a new one. Good chance to make a new one. So there's that. And the next worksheet we hear is the 7 Deadly Horsemen. And this is the question mark here. This is where your part comes into play. You should know all of these. Then here's where your part comes into play. What other horseman is after you? So this is where you kind of come up with your own horse that's chasing you and trying to spear you. So knowing what that horseman is can help you stay away from it. And the next one we have is 7 habits for developing an attractive personality. This is really just something to look at, and it deals with the flashcards, so having these memorized is important as well. Okay, and that's about everything for the assignments. One last thing here, the Excel chart is to grade yourself in these columns here. And I'm not sure if this file can open in LibreOffice, or the open source version, LibreOffice. I'll try that out later, and hopefully it will open fine in that. And then here, basically you fill out your score before taking the course. So this is something to do right away. And if you do it after studying some of the course, that's okay. Just do it as soon as you can, and then when you then grade your score afterward, after you've spent more time applying these. And so if you've already finished this course, that's how you can do it. If you haven't finished the course yet or listened to the audiobook yet, either way, it's really going to take some time to put these into effect and get better at them, so you can rescore yourself after. And then if you want to create another column here, after a year or so of applying these principles of working all of those things, you can update your score, of course. And that's all of the assignments that have been created for this course so far. And if there's any new ones, will be posted naturally on the website here. And there will be more flashcard links as well. Okay, that's everything. I hope you do the assignments and learn a lot from them.